Welcome to another episode of the High Altitude Training Institute. My name is Greg Reverdio, and this is week 3 of the Beginner's Half Marathon Training Plan. Last week we talked about creating a racing plan. This week I want to talk about racing strategies, and I want to talk about racing strategy at this point for beginners. You're a beginner, this is likely your first half marathon. The racing strategy is really simple. Is feeling good by mile 10 so you can finish the last 3 miles comfortable and finish the race feeling like you have accomplished something. It's not always easy. It's not always easy to feel good by mile 10. This is the equivalent of mile 20 when you do a marathon. Mile 10 is usually when things start to hurt. And the reason is because in most training plans, 10 miles is the longest run that you will do during training. So I want you to go out there and really try to maintain a constant pace. That's going to be the key to feeling good at the end of your race. Now, you have a goal in mind. You have a goal of finishing in X number of hours. Start at a pace that's going to be comfortable so that you can maintain that pace throughout the entire time and meet your goal. The worst thing that you can do is start too fast and burn yourself out. And I know you're going to feel good. You're going to feel really good at the start for the first couple miles, maybe the first 4 or 5 miles. And then by mile 5, you may realize that you started too fast. If you have a watch, a GPS watch, take a look at your pace. Make sure that you know what pace you should be going at and make sure that you stick with your plan. It will pay off in the long run. The one thing that may help you as a beginner is to print a pacing bracelet. And you can find them online, and I'll put a link down in the comment section talking about where you can find a pacing bracelet. But that pacing bracelet is going to give you an idea of your average mile per minute for each of the miles, and you'll see the miles on the course, and that way you can make sure that when you get to mile 2 you should be at 20 minutes if 10 minutes per mile is your goal. Then you make sure that when you get to mile 2 you're at 20 minutes. If you're ahead or if you're behind, then you need to adjust your pace. So these pacing bracelets are really good, and you can print them, download them, and do it yourself, and then just attach it to your wrist or to your watch on the day of the race. So with this, good luck. Make sure you create a plan. Make sure you understand exactly what you're going to be doing, how fast you're going to be going, and don't start too fast. Now let's take a look at this week's training plan. 3 more weeks until race day. We've got 23 miles this week, and again, this is another week in phase 4, the second week out of 4 weeks. And we are at week 18 out of 20. And again, like we did last week, on Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday, we're going to do easy runs, 4 miles, 4 miles, 3.5, and 4 miles. And then on Wednesday and on Friday, we're going to take rest days. And then on Sunday, we're going to do our last marathon pace run. This is a big one. This is going to be 1 mile easy, 60 minutes at marathon pace, and then 1 mile easy to cool down. It should be about a total of 7.5 miles, depending on how fast you go. And this will end our second week in phase 4. And again, 3 weeks until race day. You guys are getting there. Keep it up. Keep up the good work. As always, please give us a like, leave us a comment if you have any question, and don't forget to subscribe. We have a lot more videos coming up for you in the near future. If you want more information about the High Altitude Training Institute and what we do, please go ahead and visit www.altitude.run. You'll find that we do offer coaching, and we also offer a custom training plan for other distances. And finally, we offer summer running camps at high altitude in the summer in Arizona. Join us, find out more information, and we will see you next week. Have a great week of training.